This guy.
Yeah, we good to go. We checking it out, see how everything's going. Of course, I got to retweet it. But shout out to everybody that is arriving. And oh boy, here we go with that damn bad connection. It's all good. Everybody in the house, man. We got all the people in the house. But you already know what time it is. It is podcast time, guys. And shout out to all the people that can make it today. Happy Sunday. And, we're going to get in here and do a damn thing. Podcast going crazy. I barely made it, boy, because I've been playing damn Mortal Kombat. Of course, that's going to be one of the topics here. And we're going to talk about that because there's some interesting stuff here. Traptendo Calhoun. They trying to shut me down every day.
Boom shakalaka! This where y'all come from. This is where y'all come from. This is what y'all come for. Y'all come for no meaningful talk topics. Y'all come for half.
on the struggling on the guitar.
Hey, shoot, better. Hey, better than most people, saying, pull up their favorite VST and start hitting them keys, start plugging them in.
Taking pictures with a guitar. And you can't play it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Traptendo Calhoun in the building.
All day.
But yeah, so we still waiting for everything to go crazy and whatnot.
Yeah, y'all just tweeted it out, straight it out, trying to get everybody up in here. Let me go ahead and say what's up to the chat. How y'all doing? Y'all know who it is in the background.
Yep. We back for another podcast. Special guest, Mr. Different. A whole bunch of stuff to talk about. A whole bunch of controversies and stuff like that. Let's get an air horn popping.
Gotta grab my hands like Birdman for this one. If they warm, it's gonna be a spicy one.
Yes.
It's gonna be lit today, just like last week.
Oh man, last week, oh my God. So share it on out, man. Let everybody know. And I'm gonna hit y'all with the intro bars. Let's go.
Sound effects mixture string. That's it. It's a fact.
Air horn. So I'm gonna start off a little different, because as you know, I'm a little lazy, and I'm gonna go ahead and get this stuff on Spotify one day eventually.
one day we'll be there. We'll be there.
So I'm gonna start out with the patented shout outs to everybody, because I gotta give a shout out to the chat gang. So Z Martin Beast was good. Philip Ramsey, what's going on? Dylan TJ was good. DJ Georgie Porgy was happening. Black Av. Juliano, what is going on? Presto Beast was good. Oh, I thought that was my damn guitar that fell. I was like, oh, hell no. Nah.
And it begins.
Damn. But yeah, man, a lot of interesting stuff happened today. I didn't think I would be a part of the news, but hey, it is what it is here. But I want to give a special shout out to the homie as I go ahead and scroll on down and get everything organized here. And that is Mr. Different. Say what's going on, what's happening.
Hey, what is good, everybody? Y'all know who it is, your favorite nappy-headed producer, because he ain't cutting his hair no time soon, even though people want me to get a damn haircut. But y'all know, back here with Av for another lit one.
Right. So let's get into the proceedings of the evening. First things first, we are going to talk about DJ Paul's lawsuit. So DJ Paul is a member of 3-6 Mafia, one of the groups that I love and know, and one of the forefathers of this southern hip hop and the trap sound. For all the people that don't know, I got my Hypnotized Mind shirt on. I already know. Shout out them big boys in Memphis, all the Memphis rappers and all that. So, he's suing Travis Scott for plagiarism, and this right here is just ridiculous. Like, I don't know how I feel about it. Maybe because I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like, you know, you would think that Travis Scott would at least try to get some type of approval from DJ Paul or Juicy J. He probably did from Juicy J, but not from DJ Paul. DJ Paul is the mastermind behind all of that stuff over there. And, you know, it was a song. It was called No Bystanders. And it does have a play as far as fuck the club up, tear the club up. You know, you could just sub one from one and you can pretty much understand that it is a rendition of Tear the Club Up. So, you know, everybody has been talking about this and it's been a big part of the conversation. I saw TM88 tweet it out, and then that made me think, like, maybe did he write that? You know, was he the one that produced that joint? I couldn't really remember.
But something I saw, it said that he had a credit on the song. Like, he had credits on the song.
DJ Paul?
Yeah. They say his full name though, but they say like, but I think from what, like, I was watching different sources about it, and I saw one say that he did have credits on it, but I don't know. I really dig into it, because at the same time, like, they played them side by side. I was like, yeah, it's kind of a play on it, but then again, it's like, damn, this is hip hop, man. Everybody kind of plays off everybody, you know, show support. You know what I mean?
Right. But it's savage moments, and we're at the telltale end of where people are getting paid far less than what it was when physical copies were a thing. So, you know, it's, you know, people are really fighting tooth nail for a check, basically. So that I can see where DJ Paul is coming in on that. And it's kind of hard to go against the OG. You know what I mean?
He did a lot of hit songs. I mean, some of the, you know,
everything.
I mean, back then when they won an Oscar, was it a Grammy?
It's Hard Outside for a Pimp for Hustle and Flow. So I'm gonna go ahead and link everybody to the source right here. Here's the source if y'all want to read while we talk our shit. Not too much shit to be talked about. Talk on this one, because, you know, I mean, me personally, I hate when somebody takes my stuff even by the least bit here. You know, I channel my inner MG the Future on that one and just be and get hella mad, but, you know, it'd be hella right for DJ Paul to feel some type of way if he didn't receive any royalties from it. Now, I know this album went platinum. I think it went 2 times platinum, if I'm not mistaken.
It was like #1 for a minute.
Yeah, so
it came out. So I mean, like what, 2-3 weeks or something like that.
Right.
How many weeks it was, but it was like #1 for a while. So yeah, I mean, I understand. Yeah, you need your check. You know, especially, you know, if it's, you know, it sounds similar to it. That's how it is. But at the same time, it's like, could it be a reach too, or could you be? I mean, but I don't know. You know, some people gonna look at it like, oh, he reaching. He should be lucky that, you know, Travis Scott even played off of his song or whatever. And some people are like, nah, he deserves to be paid now.
Are you for real? Like, you know, I don't want to get on this generation for some of the stuff that they say, but
and that's how it is. I've been seeing that conversation back from, like, man, I don't even want to get into it. It's like, at the end of the day, it is what it is, and that's how it would be. If he gets the money, hey, he just made a good 20 mil. That's a good chunk of change. You know what I'm saying? But if he don't, you know, people gonna look at like, oh, Travis Scott just a biter, and I was like, it's gonna be some crazy stuff. I mean, you know how this generation is, man. The internet gives weak people too much power. That's what it is, man.
Right.
That's what the internet is nowadays, and it's sad that it comes down to this. You know what I'm saying?
Like, yeah. I wrote a song about it. Oh, well, here you go.
Here you go.
DJ Paul ain't playing no games. Hi. Thank you very much.
Next week I'm gonna go buy a harmonica, everybody.
Somebody wrote a comment in that one video about that shit. Like, man, you need a harmonica, like, for real.
I'm buying a harmonica next week, everybody. I'm ordering one. And how much it costs on Amazon? I'm about to order one right now. Next week, DJ App on a guitar, Slim on a harmonica. It's gonna be lit, boy. It's gonna be lit.
Yeah, like it's for real. It's for real going down, man. Like,
it's over.
I think this year is probably gonna be the best year ever for a whole lot of things. We already had like something just horrible happen. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle. But
right.
I think a lot of people are starting to wake up and understand that they just cannot play this type of games with people. You know what I'm saying? And people are really trying to accomplish things the right way or they are just going out with a bang. Damn, somebody just hit me on something. I was just looking at a comment that just popped up on my iPad. That's one of the luxuries of the iPad a little bit. But so I'm gonna go ahead and move on to the next story here. And this one right here is something I didn't really do too much research on. I was gonna do a regular video on. I'm still gonna do a regular video on it, but I can speak on it a little bit. And that is the Pioneer DJ Squid. I'm gonna go ahead and get that out the way because I know everybody's here for the chunky one.
It's gonna be good. That's gonna be a good combo right there.
So, what we have here is Pioneer DJ Squid, which gives you an ocean of creative sequencing opportunities. So I'm gonna go ahead and play the video, and let's see what it is here. I ain't gonna play it all though. It's just an introduction video. Control 16 instruments. Damn.
Holy shit.
Ooh. Real-time step and modulation on the sequences. Okay, techno man.
Of course, you know.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna trap it out on this shit.
Yeah.
All right, so I ain't gonna sit here and just watch this reaction video.
So it's a sequencer it's more or less a sequencer then, right? For hardware. That's what I'm seeing, kind of, I'm guessing.
Yeah, so I guess I could just read some of the tidbits. I think that will give everybody a good gist of it than the video. That video is dragging ass. But with the Torres range, which was their older thing, which was the sequencer or whatnot, and I think it did come with samples. Pioneer DJ has spent the last few years moving beyond its traditional club-centric remit with a run of products aimed at studio producers and live musicians. Why, man, producers? God dang it, Curtis King. But so far, Tori, I almost say it like he's Candyman. Curtis King. Oh shit, Curtis King in my house. But so far, Torres products have included a sampler, so okay, just like the SP16 or the SB16, as well as the Dave Smith. Ooh, I know that's expensive. Got that name on there. The mono synth, and now Pioneer DJ has added one more product to the range. It's a standalone hardware sequencer called Squid. What an awful name, but derivatives of sequencer and inspirational device. Latest tools is 16-track polyphonic step sequencer capable of outputting MIDI, CV, clock triggers, and DIN sync. The interface is focused around a grid of 16 backlit pads, much like the MPC, that could play live or use input sequencer steps. Each track, okay. Look, I just want to know if it comes with samples, and you could do it use it like an MPC or whatnot, because MPC can sequence too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm thinking it's like the off-brand MPC would look like an off-brand MPC live.
Ooh,
like
it has time warp.
Well,
it has Ableton time warp. That's pretty good.
One checkbox, I guess.
DJ Georgia Boy say he's not impressed. Hey, I'm not gonna speak too soon. He's DJ Tommy. Right the third now. DJ Tommy Too Good said basically MPC 2000 without the XL.
Oof, nice. My thing is, I guess I got to see it in. I guess I got to see it in a context of something I do, like trap, hip hop, R&B, that type of genre. Because right now, seeing it through, I mean, of course, it's gonna work for techno, man. It's 4 on the floor type stuff. I mean, that's easy to sequence, right?
Right.
So it's not a presence like, oh, that's it. Really, I just hit play when it gets to the next bar, and it's it. Like, I want to see it in some kind of, some kind of hip hop, boom bap, lo-fi type, that type of genre. So right now, it's just like a big sequencer. It's just a sequencer.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an expensive sequencer probably to me, and that's all it looks like to me. So I don't know. Maybe you could play some pads inside your software and all that. I don't know. We'll have to see when it comes out, but yeah.
Well, if it has time warping on there, I assume that you can launch audio in there, so that is a pretty decent plus. I don't know to what extent you can use it for like sampling or anything like that, or if you could actually sequence them within it. I would assume that it would be, because I'm expecting the price tag to be pretty healthy. I didn't do the research on it, so
I'll say over 1,000 at least. I would say at least it's gonna be over 1,000.
Yeah. So what I can do though, and man, shout out to the people that will be listening on Spotify, because they they'll hear me say the price. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit that search for Google. Oh, wait a minute. So it's not released, so it's no definite price, but no. Yeah. Well, let's see. So Sweetwater coming true, of course. I'm gonna wait for the guys over there at Streetwater.
Streetwater, hey, check it out the street.
Shout out to Streetwater people. Streetwater gang was good. But
$5.99. Okay.
Yeah, that's the good price. Does it even do anything else? Shit, hold up.
If it's just a sequencer, I guess that would make sense, right?
Yeah, yeah, true. I mean, it's still not bad for a sequencer. Import and export patterns with Squid Manager software. I don't know. I'm pretty sure it's like lodged in with Ableton as well.
Okay, so you can put audio in there, so you can launch. So you can't import your own audio. So it's just I don't know, man. It's not sounding too good, and honestly, personally,
right.
That's just me. I mean, it's like it's basically like it's a MPC live with no MPC. It's a step sequencer, and it's also the what's that pattern section in Ableton, the pattern launcher.
Right.
That's basically what it is. Standalone. That's not really. So pretty much you still got to use a DAW or whatever to make your sounds and audio, make your beat, and then you take that, import it into there, hook your hardware up. Now you can trigger all that at live. Okay, that's all. It's a live tool. It's a live tool for people who do stuff live, DJs and beat makers live and all that. So that's what it is. That's what it looks like.
Well, I don't have the appropriate sound effect for this, but I'm feeling a lightweight. Wah, 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 wah. So I don't know. I can't judge it for what it is. It sounds pretty good. If you're already in the ecosystem of having a lot of desktop synths, it would make sense to have this. I assume that will be it there. So
I think their market is the people who do like the live performances with instruments and stuff like that. I think that's who their market is. These.
Mm-hmm.
If that's the case, it looks like a sale. It looks like it's like a no brainer, because $5.99. Man, them dudes probably got synths that cost more than you know, God knows how much. So having something that cheap to actually control them all without having to rent to them and all that, it could be something that can be a game changer for them. But for me, what I do, and for what most of you guys are doing, none. It's not it, Chief. Not it. But it looks a little dope though. I mean, if you're a live performer.
Well. I guess we can move on. Moving forward to something else. So what we're gonna talk about really quick, we're gonna switch gears a little bit, because you can't have a name like Traptendo and not play no video games as well as making music, making trap beats. So what we're gonna talk about, of course, is MK11. And there is some beefy controversy with this, of course. So we're going to get into the shit. And we're going to talk about it. And, all right. So MK11 came out last Tuesday. So last Tuesday, a few days before that, I pre-ordered. I was like, F it. I'm going to pre-order, get the premium edition, and we're gonna see what it is. And I seen what it was, got it, didn't even play it the day one or day zero. And the main thing I really hate about like getting games and stuff like that right now is that they always have people that do reviews before the game is out. People always leak the information. People always have that, and you always end up with people that whoop that ass. But I am, for you guys that don't know, on PS4 under Traptendo 64. So come get some if you want some. I have been going dumb.
I'm still on Steam, so hey, I'm on Steam. So
Steam controversy number one.
That might be next week. We talk about that one, because hopefully it'll change. But yeah, I'm on PC. I got Xbox, so I'm gonna play it.
Boy, so for those that don't know, like NetherRealms or Warner Brothers is no stranger when it comes to terrible PC releases and PC ports in general. And MK11 didn't disappoint whatsoever. at all. It was the shittiest port of them all. Even the Switch got a really good joint. Yeah, I'm on this Ashton mic, man. I love this shit. I love this fucking microphone. But
I need to order mine.
You said fuck it, and you gonna get it?
I need another condenser microphone because I'm about to give this one away. So I need another one. I'm keeping this though, but I need a condenser.
Right.
So
beautiful. So shitty port on the PC, no biggie, not surprised. The Switch, people seem like they like the Switch port. You know, I heard my son talk about he was playing it in class. Goddamn, son. But
yes, that is.
So you know, like that was like the smallest part. So everybody's doing their reviews. You know, all the Shillingtons and stuff like that got to do their reviews about that.
They get paid somehow, right? They got
right.
the Activision money, the Midway money.
So a few other reviews ended up being on some other shit, like they weren't so happy with it. So what happens is, what happened was, it turns out that MK11, because Ed Boon said himself that he was not going to put any loot boxes in there, and we all know, if you are a heavy gamer, that how people are starting to feel about loot boxes in games.
If they're cosmetic only, there's nothing wrong with it. But if they have any kind of pay to win aspect, which I think what MK has built, like if you buy certain or you get certain pieces of gear, it actually buffs your character. I think, like some parts.
Yeah, but it really doesn't affect, like, if you're going on online play. It's pretty much like offline play and like casuals, that stuff.
Yeah, but anything that gives you an edge on the competition, computer or online, is always considered a no nowadays. So if it's just cosmetic, it's like, oh shit, that's what's up. So.
But wait, there's more.
Oh no.
So what happened was, they didn't disclose. They've been doing a lot of streams. They did a very good job with the streams, just demonstrating the characters, showing like how much is in there. The story mode, of course, is always going to be the best story mode in the fighting game, period. But that's not why I play fighting games. Shout out to Jason White for the subscription there, buddy. Appreciate you. So anyways, back to it. They ended up finding a way to monetize their game, but in the worst way possible, by putting in all the RNG or the randomness as far as the gear system in the towers. And the towers are freaking difficult. I played them. Like, I've been trying to get outfits for Jack's gear. You know, I'm gonna play all the black characters and shit. You know, I'm that nigga. But sitting there trying to grind out this stuff, and I'm like, man, this is like mad retarded. So I turn around, go into the stores trying to see what's going on. Mind you, I bought the Kombat pack. I bought the $100 premium version of the game, and still didn't get shit. Like, Kombat pack ain't even released yet. So anyways, like, I go in there and realize that, you know, I could spend up to $1,000 and not have everything in the game. This is, mind you, this is on the disc. Like, they made this stuff. They preparated for this situation here, and like, it's an issue that they have all this stuff on there. So I don't know. I just feel like that's ridiculous that they would do that.
That's crazy, because a lot of companies now, to avoid the loot box system and the controversy about that, all because of Star Wars Battlefront 2 fucked it up for everybody. So we don't talk about that game. But because of that, now everybody trying to figure out other ways of monetizing their game, because it ain't enough that, you know, people are buying a $60 game or up, like Av. You know, I buy special edition games all the time too. I mean, it's just, you know, if you love the game, you support it.
For that particular game, a fighting game like that, I would definitely give up the hundo. So
I mean, I've been playing Mortal Kombat since, you know, back in the day. You used to hack it in the computer lab, and you know, say like the original Mortal Kombat. I know I love Mortal Kombat. I haven't bought it yet, but I'm going to. But this made me kind of skeptical. But anyway, but yeah, so they're trying to, you know, a costume costs like $2, $3. They put all these costumes, and when you look at the total price of all these costumes and all that, it's over, you know, thousands of dollars. It's like, damn, like, it ain't bad enough I'm giving y'all $60. Now you want me to fork out, you know, hundreds of dollars just for clothes? Like, man, like that's like okay, if me and Av dropped the pack, right? It has 5 sounds in it for $20, but then we're like, oh, but you can get each individual extra sound for extra $5.
Or dropping a pack with somebody else's shit in there, or with stuff that you could do on yourself by yourself. Shots fired! Shots fired!
But yeah, so yeah, you know, it's bullshit, man. It's like, you know, and it's crazy because, you know, like, as a music producer and a music creator and content creator, you know, I need to unwind sometimes because hey, standing at this computer all day hitting these keys gets annoying. I need to release my frustrations. I need to go kill something in the game. You know, I ain't trying to go, you know, case none of that, you know, like that in real life. So, you know, but then to know that these games are, you know, taxing me this much, it pisses you off, you know what I'm saying? Like, especially if you just want to, you know, unwind a little bit. But it's crazy, man. It's 5,000 or 3,000 hours to unlock everything. Holy shit, 3,000 hours? Who got that much time?
Bruh, by that time, you will be better than freaking Sonic Fox in that game. And I don't see nobody being better than him right now. I'm just saying, I'm keeping it funky.
but shit, I mean, it's a crazy world we live in, man. With now, you know, it's just, man, it's crazy. It's not just in the game.
Uh-oh.
People are figuring out ways to get around stuff, man. Stream.
Oh yeah. I had to check that. Let me go ahead and check and see if we still in there. Chat. Let me know if we still good to go. Cause I don't know. Let me see. Yeah, we green, so we good. We good.
It's coming back a lot. Yeah, it had me on a goofy looking freeze frame for a second. I was like,
yo,
trying to bite myself by my ear over there. Anyway.
But yeah, I mean, I wrap that up, man, because I know we about to get into them shits here. I already see somebody come in here and say "fuck Unison" out of yo, and I'm gonna keep it as funky as possible today.
Let's get lit. Let's get lit real quick. Let's get lit. Go ahead. Let's kick it off. Let's get lit.
Let's so that pretty much just wrapping it up as far as the MK11 thing. I understand why they're doing it, but I still think it is grimy as hell. I mean, they're trying to do the Fortnite thing, but the only problem with MK11 is it's a $60 freaking game to up to $100, probably even more if you got the Scorpion head, and you're still paying money for stuff like this. And they could have just easily just did the whole Fortnite thing and did the game for free, and that would have just blew up the world. But at the same time, I know damn well they weren't going to do that.
Shit, they released the game for free, give you like 10 characters, and then like every other character costs like $3 or $4 on that. I think people would have jumped the fuck on. They made so much money they did that. Like, people don't think about that. If you want to do stuff like make a lot of money, drop your game for free and just make it to where it's optional to buy stuff, or they have to work towards to get it. And I guarantee you, these companies make a lot of money. But you know, I guess I'm just thinking outside the box here, and that's a problem in industries nowadays.
And now, the moment y'all have been waiting for. We are about to get into the hottest topic of the week. The fraudulent, bitch-ass motherfuckers over there at Unison Audio. What's good, motherfucker?
Oh, damn.
So, I don't know where to begin with this. So, we talked about this last week on last podcast, and, you know, we did it briefly, and, you know,
I think we made a little joke about sell. I said something about myself. If they selling MIDI packs like that or chord packs, I'm gonna start selling. Was it FS Studio template starter or whatever? We made a couple little jokes here and there just to have a little fun. But then
retweet this because nobody should miss this shit because I'm about to go the fucking.
But then you said you started digging deeper into this thing, and what'd you discover? You said you.
All right, so I read the email in the podcast, but of course, terrible reading or whatnot, and even more terrible in the video. But, you know, I just went and read it verbatim and made sure that I crossed the T's and dotted the I's. Then I looked at a link because I had just did a review on a great plugin by this company that fell victim to these sons of bitches. And that is they go by the name of feelyoursound.com, and they have a free pack on there that ironically is the exact same thing. That's a part of the that comes with a whole bunch of MIDI, and then they sell a MIDI pack for about $19. Not bad. I mean, you know, it comes with tablature and all that stuff that you need to understand what you're doing, because you could just post it. Oh yeah, I guess I could. I wrote a song about it.
Hey,
Trentino Calhoun in here.
I need my harmonica, man.
Using audio. Copyright my channel. So, anyways, we are here, and no, not Universal Audio. No, they are a legit company, but Unison Audio. But yeah, ooh, man, like, so I did the video, of course. The video ended up going viral because they're spending so much money. They got all these influencers here. I mean, they got Servita Music, which I'm gonna get into that in a second, and they have Lifestyle Did It, which is another guy that does YouTube videos, of course. And so these guys are pretty popular amongst the beginners and all that because they do cater to a certain type of music producer a lot, which it's time for me to start doing more stuff like that if that's the case.
True.
And you know, they went and they did their videos, of course, and they got the commercial rocking. And, you know, I'm seeing that it's getting like to 3,000. People are complaining in the comment section saying that they had the exact same thing happen. You know, this was a video that had just more than just about a scam or anything. It was basically showing you that you don't even need to do that, and that there's tools out here available, of course, like Scalar, because the MIDI pack itself costs $67, and it comes with 25,000 MIDI files. I mean, that's a gargantuan amount of MIDI that you could use and have, and I think that's pretty decent.
Right. Yeah.
But at the same time, you would think that it's too good to be true, and damn, if somebody was to do a MIDI pack like that, something like they had to have a team full of people to put such stuff in there.
Yep. It could be some quality control issues. They had somebody like, fuck it, I'm about to get paid for these guys. Let me just go take this MIDI pack I got from this guy and just slide it up in there. And nobody know. I mean,
yeah, too good to be true. And to me, it just made me think to myself, as somebody that does give away MIDI and stuff like that for educational purposes and sometimes royalty free. Like, right. Some people, you know, that brings a bigger problem, which I'm going to talk about in a separate video, but I might as well talk about it right now. Royalty free is a problem. Like, it's a really big problem, and mainly for the end users. I mean, for the end users and the creators, because one, now I understand that there are people out there that are not happy about the whole, if you have something that you have to clear and all that, but would you rather somebody, because people have already tried it, when you have a dope record and then you're using royalty free quote unquote MIDI, and somebody say, oh, well, I'm gonna need a piece of that a little later on, and they are entitled to it regardless of it being royalty free. Y'all might want to actually do the research on why royalty free isn't always good. But, you know, it's like on topic, like if you do royalty free stuff, people will think that they're entitled to repack your shit and then resell it for profit. And if you do royalty free and you're doing it for free and you're trying to contribute to the masses, people actually do that. Now, there's a problem with the selling chords. I just think that altogether was dumb. And I'm like, bro, like, how many videos did I have to do on freaking the scale helper in FL Studio for people to look at it? And there's people out there, there's beginners that's just reaching out and grabbing it. So, I don't know. It just seemed like, hey, we might as well be doing this shit our damn self.
Exactly, man. So, I mean, and I say I have no ill will to anybody making MIDI packs. If you're actually playing out keys, making notes, making MIDI packs for people, that's dope. I think that's cool. The whole chord thing is like,
like, it's so dumb, man. It's so fucking dumb and genius at the same time. That's what it is, because they obviously was making bank.
I mean, because it worked for a little bit till, you know, got exposed. So, I mean, hey, what it is. But at the same time, it's like, you know, I don't know. It sucks, man, because, like, damn, like, people are really this desperate to make money off of people who don't have the knowledge to know this stuff, that they'll do anything as stupid as just I'm gonna give you 3 notes. You know, I'm gonna give you a C sharp minor. There you go. It's sell you in the pack.
Like, for real, like stuff that is available to you in your DAW. Like, there's people that's grabbing that. But I just think, you know, the huge quantity of MIDI in there that is quote unquote in there, that a lot of people are in just grabbing it and doing whatever. I mean, all they did was basically just lay the shit out on the piano roll, and that's it. You're just gonna click on it and just put the ghost notes behind it and make something that you can do that already. And it's like, what? Like,
it's like I said, if they're making like some, like I said, once again, they're making like some unique chord progressions, like the chord progression thing, I can see. Okay, I get that, but that's what it is. You know, saying if you actually playing out some nice stuff or stuff you can't really play unless you have years of piano experience. Cool, I'll buy that because I can use that, put my own favorite VST on it, and sample that bitch. You know, what I'm saying, boom, I got a hit.
Right.
But when you're just telling people, you know, the score, the chord scale, it's like what the like. How are you helping anybody? You're just pretty much shitting in the face of your end user. You're pretty much saying, you know what, fuck you as a consumer. I don't give a fuck about you. I want your money. And that's the type of stuff I can't stand. And it's not just this company. Let's get real. There's an ass of company that do this kind of shit to people.
Right.
Daily.
That repack your shit in a heartbeat and then resell it. So that's why the thing about royalty free, it's not a luxurious thing to the people that are creators at all. I mean, I understand, you know, you want to be able to sample something, quote unquote, and then not have to pay somebody later. But you got to understand, as a creator yourself, if you didn't create it, man, it's kind of like false pretense for you to go out there, and if you get a hit record or if you sell like a good, I mean, I wouldn't care about you getting your revenue on your damn BeatStars or anything like that, but you know, somebody else might. But me personally, maybe not, because I don't think everybody's gonna get that or whatever. But you know, like, it just speaks volumes when you're a producer and you don't want to credit somebody for something that they created, but you want to be credited as a producer on somebody else's album, and you get mad and you don't get your credit. It's just like, it's kind of contradictory at that sense. Like, that's the way I look at it.
It's just shitty practices nowadays. Like, it's like people do anything they can to get as much money as they can with doing the least amount of work, and it's dumb. I remember back in the day you had to know shit to make money or whatever. Now it's like I could just wake up one day and no experience with music, you know what I'm saying, and
open up a self-fly website and fucking repack everybody's shit and sell it on there.
And I have had people's websites taken down, DMCA, because of that shit. Like I used to make kits for industryKits.com and other websites. They would buy kits off there and then resell them on their websites. And I was like, you know what? And first I hit them up and be like, hey, if you want to resell my package, here go an affiliate link, you know, saying you get a percentage, I get my money, you know, saying cool, you want to do that. But no, they wanted to straight take my packs,
and make
sell
that
it as their own,
and make goo-wop off it too, like
exactly.
Bundle it up and shit like that. Like that to me, and a lot of people ask, oh well, man, when you gonna come out with a pack? It's like, dude, the first thing, I mean, like, it's never been lucrative to me. But and then it's a slap in the face when people support the fraudulent people that are on YouTube that do that shit, and they support them in droves, and they help them get rich. They help the rich get richer, and then the poor just remains poor. Like, obviously, y'all been staring at this same damn corner for X amount of years now. It'd be nice if I could live in something a little better. You know what I'm saying? In a neighborhood where I don't have to hear a gunshot every damn night. I'm just saying.
Exactly. You know, I mean, yeah, I've been moving around a lot myself, but I ain't in no mansion yet. I'm still, you know, I finally got a yard. Front and backyard, thank God. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, I ain't making goo ups, you know, but we're doing our best out here. But shitty people like, you know, this Unison audio BS shit, you know, they've been goo up all people. And here me, Av, and other content creators like us. I'm not trying to make it seem like me and Av are the only good content creators, because there are some other legit people out there who are making great content for you guys. You know that.
Excellent ones.
Exactly. So, you know, I don't want to shit. I ain't shitting on nobody. So get that right for somebody be like, well, you forgot about. Well, I'm not. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, you know, but we're getting shitted on because, you know, we're doing it the legit way and all that, but people are just, you know, stealing from us, taking our ideas and repackaging them or whatever. Just like, come on, man, we're actually trying to help the community out. So, you know, it's what is it? Just they just coming in here just vulturing, man, off people, man. It's fucked up. It's fucked up.
Yeah,
that's what it is, though, man. That's how people is. But, you know, if we got people like Av and me to bring this shit to light, fuck them. We don't care about them. They ain't gonna hit us up. They hit me up talking about, say, you want to know? Fuck y'all.
I mean, either way, it's like, and that's where the whole sellout thing comes out, and I just realized, again, that's why I feel Curtis King on certain things, and this goes into the other part of the, you know, when I did that video, the video itself was doing extremely well. I mean, you know, I even let Unison Audio say their piece. They was getting their little upvotes and stuff like that. I'm pretty sure it was people that was a part of their team, because it was the same amount of dislikes I had versus the community themselves at large, just like making it look, making the video blow up. which I appreciate to everybody in the community for bringing the awareness there, because, you know, again, there's great tools out here that you can use that does that and way more and costs way less. But
yeah, it's a free and cheap. Cheap. It's crazy.
Woke up that Saturday and the video was gone. And the video was gone. I'm like, what the fuck? Well, wait a minute. So I go and check my email and I see that I got a copyright strike. I'm like, how does this seem like a copyright strike? How, in what shape or form is this a copyright strike?
Now, you got a copyright strike as in they struck your channel.
Right.
Shit.
Right.
They struck my channel. Oh, we just removed this video for copyright infringement. They struck your whole damn channel.
Struck my whole goddamn channel, bro.
Which they need to understand that they can get fucked up because of that. They can get fucked up because they're unlawfully doing it. On top of that, because you didn't. I don't think you would. You didn't.
I didn't put none of that stuff, their stuff, in the video. Didn't tell nobody that they could download it from here. That I was gonna give it. I just told basically a review. At the end of the day, it's pretty much a scam. I mean, it stands on that. Like, there's no point to buying that shit and giving a healthy and great alternates to their product that they offer, which took little to no work whatsoever for them to do. All they did was pretty much just save all the MIDI from FL Studio or whatever, DAW, and really didn't even do that. They took it from feelyoursound.com and took the damn infographics from feelyoursound.com, because I had got further emails from the guys, and I'm still talking to the guys at Feel Your Sound, and I feel like, hey, y'all dudes should get involved with this. I mean, I understand, you know, we're talking scales here, but dog, the infographs themselves, y'all made, and they put those in their pack, and I'm pretty sure they probably removed, if they smart, they removed it by now. But, you know, it feel like, oh, appreciate that. Appreciate the Phil Ramsey, appreciate that super chat, my guy.
Shout out Phil Ramsey, man. You a real one.
Right. Appreciate you, my brother. But yeah, it's just like, I feel some type of way about the copyright strike, but at the same time, I was laughing. I was just like, that just proved my point. Like, you guys really can't handle the fact that there's people out here that
legal fees.
Oh, it play?
Yeah. That's what it does.
I like that. That's dope as fuck. I like that.
So with that,
fucking about, like, they spell.
Yeah. So with that, man, I just feel like it's the dumbest shit ever in the world that people would just allow. It's the dumbest shit in the world that they would do something like this, and then on top of that, they just mess around and just screw everybody over like that. But anyways,
fuck them.
Fuck them.
I don't like
fuck them bitches.
Because when you come into my community, you come into our community and fuck with our people, we gotta stand up for y'all. Fuck it, we ain't gonna let y'all get fuck them.
Yeah.
What's the word the kids use these days? What's the word they use now? Canceling people. We canceling Unison audio.
But I do want to issue an apology to Servita Music, because I in that video I was like, man, you know what? Fuck. I started getting a little Tupac in me. It's like, man, fuck this guy, fuck that guy. Servita Music, you know, I do apologize for, you know, coming at you so reckless about it, because he didn't know, you know, for what he said he didn't know. I don't know how much of that is true or whatnot, but, you know, I'm just saying, like, I feel that it was like, dude, you got to be more responsible about what you do and what you co-sign. These guys in no shape or form look any more legit than the next guy. I mean, it's a MIDI pack with freaking scales. You know these things. You're an intelligent dude, but whatever, man. You get paid, huh?
The keyboard really good. He should know this thing. But that just goes show you that, you know, when you're in a position of influence, you gotta just double check, just in case, you know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to mislead anybody, because it will come back and bite you. Right. Trust me. I've done it before in the past. Different, but I learned my lesson. You know, we all have done it. We learned that, you know, if we're gonna, you know, if we have some kind of influence, we gotta, you know, be mindful of our influence. Because what's the thing you said with in the video with the Peter Griffin, with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh yeah. The Spider-Man, with great power comes great responsibility, and yeah, he said now Servita and Lifestyle are co-signing Curtis. Oh, well, I mean, Curtis
Curtis
King is Curtis King, and he's doing his thing. My thing with Curtis King, and he don't have nothing to do with Unison Audio, but everybody always asks me about that. But I 100% feel it because that copyright strike in general, they just did it randomly. It had nothing to do with copyright at all whatsoever. It was just an opinion with tons of receipts and facts, and they just was able to strike it. You know what I'm saying? And that just in itself was just unhealthy to me because I feel like if they can do that, then that's why it's a grave issue. And at the end of the day, hold on for a second. I gotta see what this dog doing. Hold on, guys.
Oh, you shot away? No. What are you to the other people? I guess y'all stuck with me for a little bit, but yeah. How are y'all doing? He bad. Damn, man, put the head on something there.
Nah, it's bald head.
I ain't falling off all there, no shit, man.
But yeah, man, like I just feel like, man, like when it comes down to like Curtis King and his situation, I understand why he's doing it because one, when you go as hard as like everybody does in YouTube, especially now that we have all these tutorials pop out of nowhere, you can't look anywhere without seeing some type of type beat this, type beat that. This, people paying for goddamn views, paying for their recommendation system. YouTube's not trying to do anything about it, and it's just like a lot of competition out there that you got to deal with. Shit, like your payment, it was never lucrative to do these videos. It's always been free content, and it's like, damn, at some sort, like YouTube's getting all this money, or the advertisers are getting all this money. Somebody's getting to all this damn money. It ain't us though.
Oh hell no! So, I mean, that's why you got a lot of us who do other stuff outside of YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like me, and so I do photography, videography, plus mixing, mastering, recording, and all that as well. So that's how I make my bread and butter. YouTube don't pay me shit, but I still give y'all free content because fuck it, I want to give y'all free content. Cause I don't want y'all to have to pay for it from some other guy. You know what I'm saying? Go to somebody, hey man, I'll teach you how to do this for X amount of money, or send me some beats and I'll get you a placement. I'm gonna show you how to make your own good beats, get your own shit and all that, because that's what it's about. I don't care if I don't make no money in the day, as long as you guys are getting that free information.
Right. So, but yeah, I guess I'm gonna continue this series of exposing shit because I just feel like not only is it just like companies like that, it's like so many damn channels that are just doing such garbage fucking tutorials and
counter melodies.
And the whole counter melody thing is just like one of the few things, but I definitely want to talk about that. I'm not probably going to shit on somebody that just because they're just trying to eat. If they're getting their views, more power to them. I feel like, but
some of these people like they see other tutorials like that and they just kind of copy because they really believe it. And they don't know.
God! Like how many people are going to copy the exact same titles and all this shit, and then just expect people to sit there and lay down as if that's the good thing that's the look or whatnot.
It's crazy when you type in these videos. It's just the same thing being rinsed, lathered, and repeated. Like, come on, man. Like at least you tell y'all stealing from each other. That's all it is. But know, man, you can't. But like I said, at the end of the day, I can't really get mad at people who don't know. If you don't know, I can get mad at you. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't know, but if you know, come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Be real.
Yeah. So I just, as a closing thing, I just think that the community has to do better. I'm starting to understand why in the hell like Craft Master Production and MG the Future actually say there is no music producer community, because at the end of the day you do have the powerhouses, the people that are allegedly just like rocking it, and they're just having this excellent career on YouTube, and I just feel like, hey, like they're exploding, and people are taking their word as bond. And yet, you have people like us that have been on YouTube for forever, ever. I know I've been on here for about 12 years now.
You've been there for a minute. I've been on. I would say I ain't started doing videos 3 years ago. So
Mm-hmm.
I really started getting videos 3 years ago. So I'm wet behind the ears still, but I've been on YouTube for God knows how long. Like I've been on YouTube since I had a YouTube account since like the days of high quality. Like you just had a high quality button. Yeah. I just never uploaded. Actually, I did upload some shit, and I hope it never get found. And I will not tell you the titles of them videos that I used to upload because I used to make short films. So yeah, y'all won't find them. So I ain't gotta worry. But yeah, there's some horrible short films out there I made on YouTube floating around. If you find them, I will pay you. I will pay you if you find them.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Scavenger hunt.
yeah, not everybody. I mean, if you started at the very beginning of YouTube, like technology was just not there. Like some people when they comment on my old videos, they're like, "Oh my god, this video is trash." I'm like, "Bruh,
Yeah.
do you not realize that this video was made in 2007 when the only thing that could give you great quality was a handy cam? Like, motherfucker, like, are you serious?
Man,
Like cell phones didn't have you couldn't even take video yet. Like it was, and if you did take video on your phone, it was in like 480p, if not like 280p or some weird ass damn like format that only cell phones had because it was the most condensed, the most compressed version of like a video file. So dude, like chillax, you some bitch. Like shit.
I remember my first video was showing the fucking one of them point and shoot cameras that had like 480p quality. MOVs. This shit was horrible.
Right.
I had to record. I had to record it on when Premiere finally became Premiere Pro.
Shout out to Henry. He said it was 3GP. That was the format.
Yeah, exactly. Horrible. Somebody said, I can't think it's Genocide Production. I think it's right. I think it's wrong. But he said we need a new producer grind channel like with Av Different, CMP and MG. That'd be a dope.
Nigga, I don't know how that damn MG the Future like 4 or 5 million times and talked to him on the phone for about 3 or 4 hours. The first time we talked on the phone, and every single time I ask him to come to the podcast, oh man, I'm going to the beach. Oh man, I'm about to go eat dinner with the family. Oh man, what about another day? I'm like, fuck it.
It'd be eventually.
Right.
Somebody said Av Pain one busy and different. That'd be. I mean, there's so many. There's so many.
That's more
creators.
plausible. That's more plausible. I can get Pain one and Busy Work Beats at any given moment.
I can't Busy Work Beats. So right now, matter of fact, I gotta actually talk to him later on the day about some videos we're working on. Got some stuff in the works. Shout out to Busy. But yeah, I mean, they say that just goes to show you how many great creators are out there. Giving great information and don't really, don't care, if we're getting shitted on by YouTube algorithm and all that. We're just out here doing it because in the day, who's more important? The end user, you guys, the guys who learn something and can,
absolutely
do that. If I fucking make a video that teaches somebody how to make a beat that they always had in their head, I'm happy, man. I don't care if I get 1,000 views on it, 100,000, 1,000,000. If I get like one view on it, but that one person can make the beat that he always wanted to make, I'm good. I won. I'm successful.
Yeah, and somebody had said some wild shit to me too. Like it was like it was like one out of the video before it got taken down. Like somebody was like, "Oh, well, I don't see you do any tutorials about sound design." I'm like, my guy, I'm one of the first at that, if not one of the few.
Type in Electra X presets, and Av will be the main person popping up. Are you fucking stupid?
It used to be like that, and once everybody started, here's a free Electra pack, and then I go over there and listen to it. Those sound very familiar. So
man, that's how I found out about Electra X. There's a DJ Ab and Bass Gutter were two people who put me on Electra X. Y'all two. When I started seeing y'all, I was like, wait a minute, what the fuck is this plug in?
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna go buy that shit. I think that's when I first met you too. I first hit y'all. Like I left you a comment at that. Because somebody said, "Yeah, you like that DJ Av dude." I'm like, "Who that? Check him out." Oh shit, we are kind of similar. Okay, shit, let's go with him. Now look, here we are.
Here we are. So what we got here next? Because we're in like at 53 minutes and 22 seconds in.
We do like a little
Q&A.
Just make it 60 minutes even. Make it a full hour.
Yeah.
So, any questions, ask away. We'll answer to the best of our abilities.
Right. Because man, I don't even feel like talking about this whole Unison thing. They got it. They got it. They win for now.
Try again. They'll see. Slim is correct. Bass Gutter and Av put me. Yeah, tell you, because of them two, I knew all about Electra X. Like I learned about Tone 2 in general.
Right. Straight up. And too bad Tone 2 don't want to do anything with your boy. Like I talked to them all that. They here's a product here. And I'm like, well, that's gonna benefit you guys.
Exactly, man. I hope they bring out something new. They just should. I'm looking forward to it if they do. They make some dope shit. Whatever. Yeah. Real hard whenever Base Girl randomly puts ad picture in the intro. Like he
Yeah.
put, I mean, I mean, he put me in the video. I loved it. It was so funny. He got me in a video of one of his skits. I was so honored. I was like, that just showed me, hey, he watched my channel. He see my channel.
Yeah, I
Shout out to
haven't
Base
talked to
Girl.
him in about a month or so, but he's still out here, man. Like a lot of people always say, "Where's Bass Cut on?" I'm pretty sure he's just tired of the bullshit. This dude was the editing, the amount of work the effort that he put into those videos, man, just beyond for what he had as far as his laptop. I know his laptop just self destructed and shit.
That thing was struggling, but he, I mean, in the day, the thing I like about Base Girl the most is that he was very funny, but at the same time, he was an intelligent guy who knew what the fuck he was doing. And you don't get that with a lot of people. Like he's one of them guys who is fucking knowledgeable when it comes to music production, all that, but he is hilarious and his shit's just it's gold every time. Like it's gold, point blank period.
Any word on a new power synth? I haven't heard much as far as like the only thing that I guess would be on the expectations, and that would be Mass Effects. And I was gonna talk about it on a separate video and on the podcast, but like when I sat there and listened to it, it was just like, okay. Matter of fact, I might as well even see if the article is still it was basically dubstep. Like it's like, damn, you're not really gonna impress anybody with sounds that people could already do in their original Massive. Like,
but that's you understand. A lot of these companies are engineering sense towards electronic music, which there's plenty of other people out there who use other stuff out there. Now, you know, if I one plugin I'm looking forward to trying out because I just got it is the Arturia plugins that they got the V Collection 7. They had to add some new fucking synthesizers in there. They just add the Mellotron, and you can do some dope stuff with it. I'm gonna try it out. Like,
you talking about the Arturia collection?
Exactly, and also it's on Splice now for pay to own, which I think is a smart move for Arturia.
Yeah, they did that with Pigments. I know the only other thing I saw that I just didn't do a review on the cover, and it was the Valea delay, and everybody got the wave on that. I wanted to do a video because I heard it. I mean, it was popping. Like everybody's views was popping. So I was like, might as well cash in on those views. Shit.
I don't even really care about the views. I just want to show people because I got it because I needed to figure out a way to replace one of my favorite delays, Repeater, because I got tired of paying the Slate digital bundle, and I really wasn't using it because I got Omni-channel now, so I don't even need that. When I got Omni-channel, I don't need no more Slate digital plugins. That's it. Omni-channel's the shit, like straight up. Yeah. So yeah, the Valhalla delay is the truth because it's a Valhalla DSP. If you know anything about their plugins, they're great.
So here's a preview of Mass Effect's lab here, and so that people hear. This is what I was just like, like really? Like, let me see. The quality is good though. Like that sound quality is really good.
It's like that old school beginner Skrillex dubstep. That's what it sounds like. It ain't nothing new. It's like this is like they probably just found they just copied some preset that's on an old Skrillex video, how to make a Skrillex sound and do it in. That's all it is. I mean, it's not like, oh my god, that's so amazing, so unique. Holy shit! It's like you can make that with fucking Citrus.
Yeah, like it's really like the one thing that stuck out in that demo that I noticed and just noticed even more there now is the audio quality of it. The audio quality is pretty good. Like it sounds really good. It's hard to get great audio quality on YouTube anyways, like regardless of who you are. Like so I mean
but again, it's like, but if you're talking about all quality, Silent Serum still to me is one of the best all around synths with quality to it. Like that's a clean sounding synth, and it's got a new update that's made it even better. So it's like, and that's really their main competitor. I think, in my opinion, that's their main competitor is Serum still, because that's what they've always been trying to beat. So they really got to bring something unique that Serum users don't have or can't get, and that's the other thing. But even then, it's like, I don't know. I don't think people are just gonna jump over. I mean, there's gonna be the people gonna co-sign it, of course, and first time users and who never had a sit gonna like it. But
for me, the usual suspects is gonna have Mass Effects
Yeah,
But
I went for the Andrew Wan video where he does it because he works with Native Instrument. He probably do some crazy shit with it. He'll probably do some crazy shit with it. But other than that, yeah, I'm just like, I don't really care.
yeah. Serum is pretty much
Oh
checkmate
God,
everybody, so it's pretty tough to compete with something. And that came out in 2014.
that's like
So
the go-to synth for me. Like if I didn't make sounds, that's really like now. I mean, I got back. I was messing with pigments for a while, but I got back into Serum recently. I made the whole beat with nothing but Serum, like just with Serum, like everything from drums to snares to 808s to synth pads. I mean, you can make Serum. You can just do anything with. It's that simple. Like if
yeah,
you want to learn sound design, start with Serum first, and you can learn anything else. You can sound design anything if you can learn Serum.
yeah. Hybrid 3 was just mentioned by Dirty R Beats, and I think Hybrid 3, especially when it was $1, man, that you can't beat that. Well, a shit ton of presets. Really good. I wanted to check out Ascension. That's by WA Productions. That's the new $20 synth that comes with over 2,500 MIDI, and I'm very curious about that.
I don't know. WA Productions hasn't really surprised me with anything that made me go, "Ooh, I need." I mean, like, cause I've been checking out a bunch of their like compressors and all this. Is like, that's cool and all, but it's nothing better than a stock compressor or anything like that.
What's that now?
They're like when they make their plugins, because I mean I do like their what's that one they had Instacord, right? That was a good one. Instacord's pretty dope. But as far as like their delays and all that, I didn't really fit. But they got a new synth. I'll probably have to look at it. Oh, I see it. Yeah, Ascension, $20. Okay, I'm gonna check that out. Then I seen it, but I haven't tried it. I'm gonna check it out. Then looking at maybe I hit up Plugin Boutique.
Bass Rob asked me about Codex by Waves. Well, it was pretty good, but it is very CPU heavy, and that's also the same thing I felt about what's his face too.
Get Flow Motion instead. If I say Flow Motion way better than Codex in my opinion. It's an FF synthesizer too. That's the crazy thing about Flow Motion.
Simple one at that.
Well, you can make some stupid crazy sounds. And I mean, it's weird. It's once you understand how it's flowing to each other. You get that. You'll make some sounds that you can't. You'll be like, oh shit.
I need to buy. I beta tested Avenger. I apologize for interrupting you. I saw somebody talking about Avenger. I thought it was really good back then. Same kind of issue. It was very CPU heavy. And that was 2 years ago. I was like, damn, man, I got to deal with that to make, I can pull up two of them. I can't really get jiggy with it. I can't get jiggy with this shit, man. A Soul says Falcon or Omnisphere. I'll let you answer that.
Well, at this point in time, I haven't used Omnisphere in about a month. So I mean, I know Falcon is really dope. I've heard it's really dope. I haven't played with Falcon. I know you had experience with Falcon, but Omnisphere to me, as good as Omnisphere is, I don't know, man. I still don't feel like it's worth the money though, man.
Overrated.
I mean, I paid the $500 for it. I paid the $500 for it, but I mean, I still don't, because like I said, because everybody goes to the same presets in Omnisphere. Right. That's the problem with Omnisphere. Is that they don't experiment or go around any other place. They go to the exact same presets that Lotus flute and all that. That's everybody go to, and they don't want to change it up. They get that flute sound, they get that one guitar sound, they get that one chorus, and that's it. But I don't know. Omnisphere straight if you ain't got no sounds,
right?
Then it mixes.
Yeah, I mean that's all when it comes down to, like, most people it has a luxurious amount of presets, a lot of really good stuff. Their favorite producers have used it, and that's the whole entire thing. Like, a lot of people like the fact that, hey, Metro Boomin uses this, Murder Beats use this. I seen it on his IG Live. TM88 has it. I must have it.
That's my thing. When you start learning sound design, you start realizing that the sounds you're hearing, you can make in anything. You be like, damn, I don't even need to buy nothing. Like, once you start diving into, like, legit diving into sounds. And now I'm not talking about pulling up a preset and then tweaking a knob. I mean, actually taking a basic sine wave or whatever, changing your own shape and building a sound to make a sound. Once you start doing that, you start realizing, damn.
When I started hearing like Metro and TM and like Southside and like Lex Luger and like all these producers, once I started seeing that they was using sounds that we had created, it was just like, man, there's no point of just sitting there and hunting for stuff that somebody else that they have when obviously we're doing something right. So I don't even subscribe to to getting something like Omnisphere. I bought it because I wanted to design for it. I kind of want to design for it just because Palace of 808 Mafia does it, and I just want to just blow him out the water with some shit.
Hey, if y'all want to see that DJ Av and Mr.Different Omnisphere preset bank, let us know. We'll cook it up for you guys in a heartbeat. Get y'all the lo-fi trap sounds you need.
Right. And
yeah, somebody.
Well, what's going on? What did he say?
Oh, no, somebody say something about Analog Lab. I would say, yeah, that's basically a baby Omnisphere, and it's affordable and still has a bunch of good sounds. Like it's really good, and the interface is way cleaner than Omnisphere, like way cleaner. Like it's fucking simple. And if you own any actual synths from Arturia, you can open it up. You can take the preset and open up the real actual instrument and continue tweaking from there. So fucking dope.
It is. I agree. I agree with you, Georgie Porgy. That Omnisphere for $500 is armed robbery. I was sitting there looking for like some kind of a deal, not the deal that y'all think I'm talking about. Damn it! But I was looking for like some kind of a decent deal on like Omnisphere, and I couldn't find anything out there. So I ended up just like saying, you know what, $500. Matter of fact, I was gonna team up with somebody. I was like, babe, man. You pay $250. I pay $250. God damn it, shit.
Man, you can do that with Omnisphere. You can literally team up with each other, and y'all can both get a copy of it and put it in your computer.
Yeah, it just depends because sometimes they act a little funny, and us doing YouTube. Yeah.
Wait a minute, you didn't pay the full price for everything, but we're gonna Omnisphere's real strict about that shit. Like they don't play. They don't fucking play. So
we all know Image Line don't play with that shit, bruh. Shit.
Oh man, they better thank us for bringing like the FL Studio. I'm making videos, making more. I'm back in.
Here we go.
I'm back in making FL Studio videos because I know my people want it. So they should give me a deal. Put me as a fucking power user. Shit. I'm about to do a review of that garbage ass fucking whatchamacallit shit.
Oh, Flex.
Flexing on me.
It was okay. I kind of enjoyed. I kind of enjoy working with it. It made me thirsty for the beta, and it was. I mean, the beta I did was trash.
I make my video. To make my video, people gonna be like, "Oh, Slim, you're being paid for somebody for fucking to say bad thing." Like, who the fuck would pay a guy to say bad? Okay, I better take that back. There are people out there who do that. Never mind. But yeah, who would pay me? I mean, man, I wish somebody would. Hey, if somebody wanted to pay me to review their products.
Yeah, and that's like one of those things. I learned my lesson from doing shit like that. Like you do a paid review and then you say it's sponsored or whatnot. I still get like this nasty ass slimy feel to myself. It's like it's like. I feel like when it comes down to review, I was going to talk about that too. Like when it comes down to reviews, and it quite obviously I did when I talked about Unison Audio, but like when you start getting paid for stuff, people don't want that real opinion that you have. Like they just want you to show it to everybody that follows you, and they know that you have an influence, and if you can make a hot beat with it. Or whatever the product is, and then they don't want your real opinion. Like I've actually heard more of them, not just me. When I got struck, when I hit with that copyright strike, a lot of other people reached out to me, like from the photography community, and then obviously with the whole MK11 thing, like people that did the game reviews was getting their reviews striked. Like damn, like for real, y'all might as well just go to IGN and get y'all 9 out of 10 like they always give you major companies and be done with it.
Like I said, Call of Duty gets 9 10s every year, and this is the same game, rinse, let it repeat. But,
right.
We ain't talking about that. But yeah, that's my thing. Like I like doing reviews, and when companies like if they give me a product, I don't have a problem reviewing it if I like the product. Or if I ask for the product. Sometimes I actually ask the people for the company for products once you guys get there. But if a company comes to me and say, hey, well, how much do you charge for a review? I'm like, nah, keep your money. I don't want to charge, but I will do a review. If I like it, I like it. If I don't, I don't. If I don't want to do the review, I just won't do it.
Not to mention, like some YouTube channels is really just like you can see that they're shills like in the mix. Like in the mix, it's like, oh my god, like that whole Akai Fire thing, man. Like I can't give it up, bro. I just can't. Like
you can't tell me he wasn't paid for that. You go from the Akai Fire, then now you're doing the Force,
right? And
like so now you're an Ableton user.
Like And I heard from the grapevine that from a few people that they are having some issues with the Force, and certain things aren't in there. I was like, oh man, that's very disappointing. Like I actually, at the beginning of this month, I was going to just drop that. I was like, man, fuck it, 1,500. But then they had the SSL 6, and I thought about that, and I thought to myself, bro, I'm not about to spend not another fucking dime on gear before I organize like some type of meet and greet or some shit like that, or some just studio time, man. I'm not gonna spend no more money on some shit like that. And then I got some guitars, but.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is. Like, that's what you got to be really careful with this stuff nowadays. Because, and I say, me personally, I haven't seen nothing that has. The only thing that's impressed me this year, as far as gear, is the Micro Freak, which I'll go ahead and let people know. Arturia, we taught me Arturia talk, so I might be getting one. I just want to let people know, so they'll be like, oh, when I get one, they'll be like, oh, yeah, it looks pretty cool. They hit me up and say, "Would you like?" Because I'm an Arturia guy. Y'all know that I love Arturia. I love their product. I buy their products, and yeah, so I mean, this year I don't want no more gear. I'm done with gear. Like I'm seriously, I got what I got. I got my keyboard, my keyboard, my interface, my speakers, and my drum pad. I don't want nothing else. I just want a new microphone, so I can sing to you guys and serenade YouTube's a little bit better.
Oh yeah, damn! I forgot about this. I should have never clicked on the Aston Origin videos. When I saw all the Aston Origin videos, I was just like, man, I gotta get it. But June, I'm really for real just like gonna lock down on what I do, man, because I really want to get shit popping out here in these streets, man, and not just with like making music with like other artists and stuff like that, just like just doing things, man. We got a lot of things playing. Like a lot of things are gonna happen. I guess I could say like me and Waves. We're working on shit like that's gonna benefit the community and at large. We already made that. I made the first move last year when I started doing charity events, and I was like, you know what, man? Hey, if y'all need a presents, man, I'm gonna give y'all the best presents. Period. Like when I do these charity events and stuff like that, and we do things for the kids for back to school and all that stuff, man, I'm gonna put y'all on this joint, and we're gonna rock with that, and I'm gonna represent y'all the best way I can. And that's another thing too. That I really am starting to realize, like, man, I have a lot of power and influence, regardless of what the numbers say. And, I'm really thankful for that. And I'm just starting to really just mature myself. It's funny, 37 years old, I would say some dumb shit like that. Should have been mature. But, like, I really know the people that have the following really want to know. And it's like, whatever. Have at it. And I'm just going to just continue to do what I do best. Abbey Roads mastering VST is amazing. Oh yeah,
the fucking TG mastering. I mean, that's on my mix bus all the time now. Man, I say I went ham. When they had the $29 deal. I bought 1, 2, 3. I bought 8 plugins.
And see the thing about the TG mastering chain that I had to learn, like going from the Isotope Ozone handicap hand assistance and everything. Oh, yeah. Like that is a mastering plugin to the fullest. Like you can't just slap that at any of your chain of your tracks or stuff like that and make a beat and stuff like that. Like it has all the latency in it so that it will have the most accurate sound possible. Then on top of that, if you are like the type of person that like to push your mixes, like you need to push that shit only through the TG mastering chain. Like the track itself it can't go above 0 dB and the TG mastering chain sounds good. But when you get the TG mastering chain on point, and Lou Diaz has a great video on it, and I was sitting there like, damn, man, like you can only have great records that sound this good with years of experience. But he actually broke it down really good. And I've been mastering music for a long time, and shit. He's not even a mastering engineer at that.
I'm making a video about that. It's gonna be like a motivational talk video where I talk about like you have to practice this shit. You can't just watch our videos and then be like, oh, I can do it. You gotta put in time to actually try to do the stuff repetitively until you understand it completely. And that's how you gain out and you start seeing the mixes and the sounds you really want in the end of the day. So
Well, the thing is, and I'm getting off topic. And I see my homie past pace 10. He was talking about maturity is lame. Be yourself. Oh well, yeah. I mean, I'm not talking about as far as the goofiness now. Like goofiness is me.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm talking about as far as just like being the guy that just that leads the witch hunts and stuff like that against people. I still going to speak my truth. But the thing is, certain people they deserve to be ignored. And, you know, in that particular predicament with Unison Audio, with that particular predicament, I felt bad for the people that were hitting me up in my email and was like, man, I didn't even, like, this is some bullshit. Like, and they're not trying to give me refunds and stuff like that. But not that, it's just that, you know, like, I just feel that I have I play a large role. Like, I for real walk up into any studio in Atlanta. Like, it's a big deal to be able to walk into a studio and they allow you to go into the mastering room where you'll see somebody like Meek Mill or Nicki or Cardi B, and you know, like certain things, like I can't even really speak on certain things. I'm in the street. You feel me? So I have to be more mature than like somebody like a DJ Academic. And you know, it's just like Academic got to he got to a safe point to where it's like he's like people see the value in what he does. But if he was really just doing it and just speaking his mouth, and there's another chick there's a chick out here that's doing the exact same thing as him, and she's getting the views too, like Tasha K. When you speak on celebrities and stuff like that, especially rappers, and a lot of people might think a lot of these rappers out here are on some play shit, man. And I know they OGs, you know, you feel me? Like, I know a lot of OGs in Atlanta, and despite what a lot of people think, shit, these OGs out here, they play zero games. You can disappear in a heartbeat. Like, that's for real. And I will feel the same way too, because some of those OGs, they've been I know them since, you know, day one. You feel me?
That's how it is, man. Like, sometimes you got to grow up and just, you know, do what's right. You know, you got to do it for the better reasons too. Like, it's just a mindset thing, in my opinion. Like, see where your mind want to be at. You know?
Right. You know.
Yeah. I mean, I can go to a big spiel, but we'll be here for another hour. So
right.
I really don't want to right now, but maybe next time we'll talk about that. That may be a good topic. Might put that down.
You feel me?
But we might have to go because my girl's hit me up. She needs help in the kitchen.
Yeah, it's crazy. I hear all kinds of craziness everywhere. I heard like a big ass explosion outside. I gotta get an update of that. Yeah, nigga, it shook the fucking house, bro. I can't wait to see the replay.
Boy, you better grab. Goddamn, better grab the strap. Get the strap.
Nah, that wasn't nobody shit. Nigga, I know what gunshots sound like.
Got that Call of Duty. I just mentioned the RPG at you. You got that kill streak. Get the fuck out.
yo. Like it was an explosion. It sounded like somebody's car piece exploded or something like that. And God forbid it be my shit. Goddamn.
Oh shit.
I can't afford it right now, player. Rent due and like what we 28th? Shit.
Yeah, I know how it is, man. If you pay rent, you already know how it is. Ooh.
Right.
So maybe what it is. But I guess
we'll wrap it up there. I appreciate everybody for joining us. I'm about to hit y'all with the intro/outro. Hopefully next week will be a better week and have some other cool shit. And I hope I don't have to be the end of the butt of everything, goddamn. So stay blessed. Appreciate y'all. And we's out of here.
Peace.
Gang.